Unmuted.
We gotta get out of the chair.
We still have oh, yeah, you're done.
Hey, Steve, we still need to adjourn for community
She's looking
development.
up, yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs to make a motion to adjourn.
Somebody from community development, we did that.
No, we adjourned for a break.
Second.
All in favor?
Community development is adjourned.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, now we need a motion for, hey, how do we do this?
Suspend. Suspend the rules.
Motion for the chair of the Kingston Democratic Committee to be temporary chair.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Welcome, Bill Reynolds, as chair of the Kingston Democratic Committee.
Thank you so much. I'm having flashbacks. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Bill Reynolds and I do chair the Kingston City Democratic Committee, and I will be serving as temporary chair for the majority leader election. Does anybody have any questions or comments before we proceed? All right, at this time, the chair will entertain nominations for the position of majority. Motion made by Alderman Shabbat.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, here is second.
I'd like to take this opportunity. I've been here for quite a while, worked with several majority leaders. I've had the fortune to work with this gentleman, put his name right out there. Scott Caucus, I've been chair for a number of years. I've been very happy with the way he conducts himself, thorough in his studies of every facet. Also does a great job on finance also. So I'd like to bring his name up.
A second.
Nomination made by Alderman Shabbat, seconded by Alderman Edwards. On the question.
Is there discussion?
On the question?
Sure. Yeah, I just was curious about what Rennie's goals for the year are. Or is there gonna be increased communications with the members? Full disclosure, Rennie, you've called me twice in the last year. Once was yesterday to say that you were running. Second was to gleefully tell me that a member of the city workforce was being indicted over TPA. What's gonna be different about this year?
Through the chair to Alderman Childers.
I would dispute that. We've had a number of meetings outside of regular common council meetings.
Those are
I have to frequently, and if you have an issue that you want to discuss in terms of communication, I'm always open. I have been in communication with most members of the council fairly frequently. I'm always available. If you give me a call, I'm happy to speak. I've never turned anyone away who's called me. I feel like I've been helpful to all the members who have asked questions, who had concerns they've raised to me. So for the next year, my goal is to continue to work toward consensus, to work with the members of the council, try to make sure we all have as much information as possible, that we've vetted the issues that we're talking about to a high degree, as we did with our finance committee, for example. And I look forward to really working toward even a higher level of communication and consensus, which I'm happy to do. And if, I'm always open to it. If people have comments, suggestions for improvement, I'm perfectly open and willing to take them.
Anyone else? Alderman Andrews.
Thank you, Chairman Reynolds. I just want to say that the Childress have been, since I started, I was appointed, has been like always there, always open. Anytime I call, he answers, I know when he calls back. always accessible, very cool, calm, and collected, a true model of what I feel this position should hold. And as far as like a mentor, you know, very honest, very straightforward. He's not gonna mince up his words. He may make it sound a little funny, but he's like, but he'll let you know what it is. And I respect that. And of course, because of that is of course why I'm going to nominate also, agree with the nomination.
Andrea?
Yeah, I just want to add in terms of communication, especially as the leadership roles on the council, how nice it's been to work with Brittany over the years in our respective positions, and any opportunities that we don't meet are probably more my end of my life circumstances. But I specifically wanted to highlight, I mean, everybody here at the table at least knows how hard this year has been for me and how private I've been with that. One thing that's helped me get through it is knowing that Rennie has had my back, and he, when my mother was in hospice, he was ready to step up and lead every meeting, and through my own pain recently, he's been ready to step up to lead if needed. So just knowing that he's been there for me specifically, I just thank you, and I look forward to another year working with Rennie.
Anyone else? Alderwoman Pasty.
I just want to echo what my colleague over here, Mr. Andrews, had said, that as someone who's been new to the whole process of how government operates, both president of the council and the majority leader have been very helpful to me. So I learned a lot from both of you, and I would support your continuing in your current role for another year.
Thank you, Alderwoman Pasty. Anyone else?
Can we just pause for 1 second?
Sure.
Oh, just because it looks like we lost Lisa.
Okay. Looks like we're live.
Oh. It says we're live. So, okay, we should be okay, even if we lost Lisa.
Who's blinking?
Yeah.
It's working good, it has for me.
Can somebody go on YouTube real quick? Sorry.
No problem. You gotta do it the right way.
Yeah, we're on.
All right.
Are we? Okay.
We're there.
Any other nominations? At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to close nominations for the position of majority leader.
So.
Motion made by Alderman Dennison, seconded by Alderwoman Pasty. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. At this time, the chair will entertain a vote to approve Alderman Scott Childress as majority leader for the 2025 calendar year. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
By Alderman Andrews, seconded by Alderwoman Nichol. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Ray. I think we need to make a motion to close out the convention, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll entertain a motion to close out the convention. Motion made by Alderman Shabbat, seconded by
Second.
Hirsch. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. Appreciate your support. Look forward to working with each of you. All right, so we don't have that long of a list. We'll go through one by one, starting at number 1, brand new year, January 25. Everybody ready?
No agenda?
Yeah, we don't have agendas, but it's online.
Well, I just saw it.
Resolution 1, and I'll read them too, so if you're is recommending approval for adopting the tentative order of business for the year 2025.
So the first 5, I think, are standard beginning of the year processes that we go through. So this is same as last year, same as the year before. Number 2 is approving the adoption of the rules, which, because of my recent surgery, I didn't get to do any changes to them. So the same as last year. However, we could always adopt changes throughout the years. We've done pretty much every year since I've been president. So any changes we could still bring forward. Number 3 is the Daily Freeman as the official newspaper, which we do because it is the only daily paper. Considering what we love Brian.
That's what they want you to keep coming.
Yes. And 4 is, this is always a weird one, recommending approval for receiving the mayor's message. So he is going to be doing a State of the City address tomorrow. And so we have to approve of him coming into the chambers and giving him. So those are just, so we'll do those 4 up front in the meeting. Actually, even before the public speaking. And then we'll do the award that Steve is going to present, these 4 resolutions, the mayor's speech, public speaking, and then the rest.
All right, so anybody have any questions, concerns, issues about those?
No, I just have a question. If you were going to change any of the the tentative order of business or anything else, that would have come to us in the fall to think about any changes that might have been made, or how does that work? Making changes.
The rules are, according to the charter,
Right.
my responsibility. They don't go through, of course, whenever I have made changes in the year, whenever the year Barbara came, we overhauled them. And any year that I have made changes, I have given it to the council ahead of time, just for comments and information and, recommendations from the council. But because I didn't do any changes because of my circumstances, it's still
the same as,
so, but technically, according to our charter, it is my purview to come up with rules,
okay.
which is a lot, but that's what our charter says. Maybe
But we can change the charter if we
Yeah.
wish. Not we, but a commission.
But the Daily Freeman, I mean, that's just, we've never brought it up in committee. Somebody did vote no on it once. And then the others, yeah, they did vote yes, so, okay, not brought to committee.
All right, so good on those 4. Resolution 5 is recommending approval for adopting the amended investment policy for the city of Kingston. So this is virtually unchanged from before. Are you okay with that? And number 6, authorizing a budget transfer in the Parks and Recreation Department in the amount of $20,375 to balance accounts. Because this is moving money within that department, it would have a $0 financial impact. Everyone okay with that?
Yes.
End of year financial business there. Resolution 7 is a similar thing, $600 in the planning department, 0 financial impact. We okay with that? Number 8, again, moving money within the clerk's budget in the amount of $19,248.16, but because it's moving within the department to balance accounts, that will be 0 financial impact. We're okay with that? Right. Number 9, authorizing a 6% relevy penalty for 2025 and recommending approval for adding water department charges to the 2025 property tax bills. This is similar to the what we did with other fees from building safety and from the sewer department, along with 6% penalty for non-payroll late payment. Everybody okay with that? All right. Item number 10, authorizing the Kingston City Land Bank's proposal for the purchase of 46 Grant Street. Andrew Shaw.
This, because of the procedural error, will need to be sent back to committee, and we have, as you know from my emails that I've sent out, we have both the Kingston City Land Bank and Co-op. Coop, is it Coop?
Cool.
Coop? Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure if it's Coop or Co-op. Coop coming to give presentations, and then we can have further discussion. So there'll need to be a motion to send this back, and a second to send it back to committee, so if we could arrange for that.
They're coming Wednesday, right? This Wednesday, yeah, to finance. So I apologize for this. I should not have allowed that conversation to go forward. We had a good conversation within certain limits, but we didn't have all the information to hand. We didn't have all the documents to hand. And so there's some elements in both of the proposals that I think we really need to look closely at before making a final decision. So I apologize for that. So I will take the responsibility for making the motion to send it back to committee. Is there somebody who's ready to second that?
I'll do that since I need the motion to approve it out of committee.
Good. All right, is everybody clear on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. And then we've got the second reading of local law number 1, which is repealing local law number 5 in its entirety and being replaced with the revised chapter 49. This is the ethics code that we've been talking about, and there's been a fair number of changes. So the easiest thing is just pull one out, in. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Questions, concerns?
Ethics Task Force, thanks you for your support. Been a year and a half, now over a year and a half, and so this is an exciting moment for me and the rest of the team, so I appreciate the support on this. It's more readable, better understandable, just better for transparency purposes, which is always a good thing when we're talking about ethics.
We do have a typo on the second line.
Of what?
The legal,
Local law five.
Oh, this is just the legislation one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not the.
Yeah, that's.
Although if you have cloacal in there with ethics, might be somewhat fitting. Anyway, sorry.
oh,
Okay, are you good with that then? So this will be a vote because it's the second reading. All right. Anything else?
I feel good. Quick update. I'll go first. Speaking of ethics, as you know from our rules and from last year, we do have the ethics training at the beginning of the year. The date is Tuesday, February 4th. I'll send this out in an email. We're going to do 2 sessions, one at 10 a.m., one at 6 p.m. It's actually before our council meeting.
2 and 6.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m.
On which day?
February 4th. It's the day of council, so I kind of arranged it so that at least you don't have to come out twice. And you only have to attend one. It's for anybody who fills out the financial disclosure form, so all elected officials of the city of Kingston and all the department heads. It's about an hour and it's run by the ethics board. I will be attending along with you all. And I'll send out an email as a reminder, as I'm sure the mayor will send out for his staff.
Are they waiting to send out the new financial disclosures until we pass this tomorrow? What are those due?
They're due February 15th, and yeah. Yeah, because we made changes to the financial disclosure form.
Yeah.
So, thank you. So that's first thing, I already said, and the land bank are presenting finance and audit, so it would probably be good to attend if you can. If you're not in the committee, even virtually would be great. So, because that's a pretty hefty conversation. Speaking of the Kingston Land Bank, they do their annual presentation. I asked them to do it in February at our caucus. Again, I'll send out an email, but just so you have an idea. And also, because of the way the month lined up in finance is this week, and the agenda, you guys won't get the agendas until tomorrow. Just giving you a heads up that the pike plan discussion is back on finance on Wednesday. So I figured people would appreciate having a heads up. There's not a lot on the agenda, and most of it is really, really simple. It's like 4 budget transfers. I said most of it. The 4 budget transfers are simple.
You're all gonna get that.
But so that's why I'm giving you all a heads up. But we also do have a lot of old, so this is more directed to the chairs of the committees. We have a lot of old business. And I told Elisa I would make sure, because normally I don't send out the old business, but I said I would. So that we kind of have several sets of eyes on it. So if you notice anything that I miss, we could get another pair of eyes. I'd appreciate that. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Michelle?
Yeah, I just wanted to let the council know there's a vigil tomorrow night at 300 Broadway for a gentleman that was struck by a car on Broadway. So that's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Yeah, for Gary White.
Yeah.
That's right, the stewards, right?
Valerie.
Yeah.
No, it was more by speedway,
So what was it?
Oh,
Where is it happening?
300.
300.
It's like, it's like speedway, Rondout Stadium.
Is that the location?
Yes.
They got 300 Broadway, is that located?
Well, actually, I took them up and took them to the voting thing, and voted for me to use my.
Yeah, he currently lived in, yeah.
Jean, you had something?
I just wanted to thank everybody for, the emails and everything I got and the flowers and stuff and the time that my family was in the staff. That's a lot.
yes, I have something for those of you who are sitting at this table who are on the community, Housing and Community Development Advisory Council for the CDBG applications. There are 2 more meetings coming up, one on the 14th. And that's going to be more of the one-on-one sessions with the applicants. And then the 28th is when the applications are going to be discussed. So you know who you are. So just wanted to let you know.
Anything else? Any committee reports? Anything going on?
I talked to Public Works, everything is wonderful, we're doing tunnels and maintenance and hoping it doesn't snow.
Yes, somebody was complaining about potholes on Albany Avenue, or no, about sinkholes on Albany Avenue. Yeah, yeah, on our road, so.
But the sinkholes are.
But I think she was even talking, the area she's talking about was further out in the city limits, so.
From the state highway, from the circle, from the roundabout.
All right, then do we have a motion to adjourn? Motion and second. Vote, all in favor? Excellent, thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow night.
So you gotta get your shot.
And it's almost like November.
Yeah. I have to get up.
Right now, I have nothing.
Wow.
Is that gonna be,
Well, what I guess.
what's the next step? Like after this? No.
This is not.
So the county. I know that. And it's, you know.
It's not unusual.
But now, so definitely right past the start. Think to the.
Yeah, we already.
Yeah.